Hey everyone, I never thought I'd be posting something like this, but here I am. My name is Jake, 26 million, and I've been dating my girlfriend Sophie, 24 million, for almost 2 years now. Sophie is the love of my life. She's smart, funny, and drop-dead gorgeous. We met through mutual friends, and from the moment we started dating, our chemistry was electric. We lived together in a small apartment in the city, and while every relationship has its ups and downs, things have generally been amazing between us. Until recently. And by recently, I mean the past few months when something truly horrifying started happening. Sophie's farts. And not just any farts. These are next-level, apocalyptic, biohazardous gas leaks that would make a skunk gag. It's gotten to the point where I don't know how to bring it up without hurting her feelings, but it's also wrecking our sex life. It started off subtly, just the occasional slip-up after a big dinner or a night of drinking. At first, I laughed it off. Hey, we're all human, right? But then things escalated. For some reason, Sophie's gas is at its absolute worst on weekends. We typically go out for drinks and have nice meals on Friday and Saturday nights, but by the time we get home, it's like she's got a war zone brewing inside her. The worst part? She lets them rip during sex. I'm talking full force, rancid, sulfur, and propane-scented death clouds. The kind that instantly kills the mood and makes me question my existence. Last weekend was the tipping point. We had a great night out. Dinner, drinks, a little dancing. We got home, started getting frisky, and just as I was about to, bam, right in my face. The smell was so bad that I physically gagged. I tried to push through, but it was like trying to make love inside a burning chemical plant. I lost my erection. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. It's been happening more often, and I don't know how to talk to her about it without making her feel terrible. I started keeping track of what we were eating on weekends, trying to figure out if it was a specific food or drink that was triggering this nightmare. I even suggested we do a healthy weekend experiment, but she thought I was just being health conscious. I secretly asked her best friend Emily if Sophie had always had this issue. Emily laughed and said, "Oh, dude, you have no idea." I tried introducing probiotics into our daily routine by casually suggesting we both start taking them. Sophie thought it was a cute couple's health thing. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to make a difference. One night, I suggested we try a no alcohol challenge for a month to see how it affected our bodies. Sophie agreed, but by week 2, she was craving margaritas, and I didn't have the heart to push it. In desperation, I sought advice from a therapist online. I told Sophie I wanted to explore enhancing intimacy, and she was totally on board. During one of our sessions, the therapist casually asked about intimacy disruptors. Sophie admitted that sometimes she felt gassy after eating out, but she didn't think it was a big deal. I was screaming internally. The therapist suggested we talk openly about anything affecting our connection. But how do you tell the love of your life, "Babe, your farts are destroying my soul"? The breaking point came during a romantic getaway. I had planned a perfect weekend, a cozy cabin, a fireplace, wine, and no distractions. This was going to be our moment to rekindle the passion. That night we snuggled up, sipping wine, watching the fire crackle. Things started heating up. I was feeling hopeful until it happened. The most ungodly fart I have ever smelled in my life. I couldn't take it anymore. I broke down laughing, like full-blown, tears in my eyes, wheezing laughter. Sophie looked mortified. "Jake, what's so funny?" I tried to stop, but it just came out. "Babe, your farts, they're lethal." She turned bright red. "Oh my God, you think I'm disgusting?" No, it's just, I don't know how to say this, but they're kind of ruining our sex life." Silence. Then to my surprise, Sophie started laughing too. "Jake, I know. I've been so embarrassed, but I didn't know how to bring it up." It turns out she had noticed it too and had been trying to figure out what was going on. We finally had an open conversation about it. After our honest talk, Sophie decided to see a doctor. Turns out she had a mild food intolerance, something about how her body processed certain rich foods and alcohol. We made a few diet adjustments, cut back on heavy meals and alcohol, and introduced more gut-friendly foods. Within weeks, the issue improved drastically. I mean, she still farted. She's human after all. But they were no longer the mood-killing stink bombs from before. And the best part? Talking about it actually brought us closer. So, to anyone out there dealing with an awkward but real issue in your relationship, communication is key. It might be uncomfortable, but trust me, it's worth it. Thanks for reading, Reddit. Hope this gave you a laugh, or at least reassured you that relationships are weird, but they're worth fighting for.